this evening. 9 o'clock hour means Chamber Chat. Shelby County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director is Courtney Chappella. Good morning.
Morning, Johnny. How are you this morning?
Doing very well. Good to have you in.
You too. Yeah. It's good to see you.
You know, next time you come, it might be above freezing. It'll be so exciting.
I'm tired of living in a snow globe.
Yeah, I know. I'm tired of it too. How about freezing drizzle and about an inch on top of everything today? I can't help you. Coming up, we have guests.
We do.
They'll have a better disposition than the weather, yes. I'm sure.
Yes. So this morning, I have Amber and Megan from Ivy Tech with me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Why don't you both start by introducing yourself, telling us who you are, how you ended up at Ivy Tech, that sort of thing.
So my name is Amber Knopp, and I am the director of the Advantage Shelby County Scholarship that's associated with Ivy Tech. I have a background of working in social services for about 10 years in Shelby County and transitioned into this role a little over 3 years ago, and I've been working in with the Advantage program ever since.
Yeah. So Megan Davis, I am the Executive Director of Cohort Programs and Recruiting Strategy for the Columbus service area with Ivy Tech. Almost 2.5 years here now doing this. But before that, I worked in intercollegiate athletics supporting students. And so Amber and I have the opportunity to work together to create some experiences for our Shelby County students. So It's a lot of fun.
Can you give us an overview of Ivy Tech and what makes it unique? And I know you mentioned the Columbus service area. People know we have classes here. Can you kind of explain all of that?
Yeah, sure. So Shelbyville is a site within the Columbus service area. Columbus is our main hub. We also have a site in Franklin as well, so students can take classes at all three of those, but you would have the support services all centralized in Columbus. And so this allows us to reach students. They can take classes that are closer to home, whether they are credit-bearing courses or non-credit, but we are able to kind of flex to the communities that we're in and offer courses there.
And you guys offer a lot. So can you explain what programs and degrees that you offer and how those help prepare our students for the workforce?
Yeah, so one of the great things about Ivy Tech is it's very workforce driven. So all of the degrees that we have really are meant to build back into the community. Some of the programs that we have that not everyone does, we do have agriculture, we do have aviation. One of the programs we're most known for is nursing. So we offer nursing classes out of both Franklin and Columbus. And so definitely producing some great individuals there. We also have some pretty large advanced manufacturing courses as well. All of our service area definitely has that manufacturing piece, so trying to serve that group as well.
Right. How do you support students academically and financially?
So we definitely have full teams that are helping students manage both of those. We have a financial aid team that will work directly with students to get through their federal financial aid, their state financial aid, but we also have a ton of scholarships to support our students through our foundation, and so we really do our best to support students that way. Students, whether they are young students or adult students, can expect really one-on-one support from their advisors and folks helping them reach the goal that they want on their time. So we offer classes every 8 weeks, and so students have a lot of on-ramps to be able to start whenever they want. We have classes starting here in March, and so we do our best to be as flexible for our students.
Well, you led right into my next question. So what flexible learning options are available?
Yeah, so Ivy Tech is all about flexibility. There's very few programs that require a strict schedule, so students can take classes online. They can do them virtually. We do have hybrid, which is kind of half online, half in person, and our traditional fully in person. Those 8-week start points allow students to kind of start, but also focus on 1 or 2 classes at a time so they can really dig into those classes as well.
Perfect. So how does someone start in that if they're interested in enrolling in Ivy Tech? Where do they start?
Yeah, literally all you have to do is apply. apply. The application should take less than 10 minutes. It's free. As soon as you apply, our enrollment team will reach out to help you get through the steps. That might include finishing your FAFSA, doing some knowledge assessments to get you in the right classes, and really just talking to you and figure out what you want out of your experience.
Perfect. Amber, let's transition over to you for a minute. Can you mentioned you're with Advantage Shelby County. Can you kind of explain that and how that all ties in with Ivy Tech?
Yeah, so Advantage Shelby County is a scholarship program that is unique to Shelby County. It started in 2016, and it was specifically designed to increase the college attainment rate in Shelby County. So it's a unique partnership that's an agreement between the city of Shelbyville, Shelby County, and Ivy Tech Community College. And so it started in order to increase that college attainment rate, but also to create positions in fields that are available in Shelby County. And so the degrees that we cover under the scholarship are for specific fields that Shelby County companies are saying we need more workers in this specific field. So there are only specific programs that are covered by the scholarship. It's unique compared to other scholarships that students may apply for, in that the only requirements are they have to graduate from a Shelby County high school, or if they are attending the Excel Center, getting their HSC, or being homeschooled, they have to live in Shelby County and apply before their 19th birthday. And they have to graduate with a final high school GPA of a 2.0 or higher. Those are the only two requirements. So it doesn't matter what the family income is. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be a super high GPA. If all of our graduating seniors this year had a 2.0 or higher, all of them could take advantage of the scholarship. And the scholarship covers 2 years at Ivy Tech, so it covers an associate's degree for students who are participating at Ivy Tech, all tuition and fees. The only thing that the scholarship does not cover is their book fees. So it's a really great opportunity for students to be able to get that associate's degree and graduate debt-free from Ivy Tech.
And this program really isn't just unique to Indiana. This is unique nationwide, correct?
Yes, so it's based on a Promise Scholarship model. There's only a handful of those Promise Scholarships nationwide. And so it's a really great opportunity, not only just within our state, but within the country as a whole for our students locally. So it's a really great opportunity for our high school seniors to take advantage of.
Can you walk us through what the application process is and deadlines and that sort of thing for those kids that are interested in doing Advantage?
Yeah, so students apply for the scholarship during their senior year. They have to apply by December 15th of their senior year in order to be eligible. And then at that point, they receive communications from us about the other deadlines in the process. So they'll attend an orientation. So our current seniors who have applied will be starting to attend their orientations here next week. They have to complete their FAFSA to see if they qualify for any state or federal aid, and then they will attend a new student advising appointment one-on-one with one of our staff members, and then they also have a community service hour requirement as a part of that to maintain their eligibility for the scholarship. So there's those specific deadlines, but there's something that's easily attainable for students as long as they're paying attention to those deadlines and making sure that they meet those requirements.
Right. How does the program help support students in that transition from high school to college and then eventually the workforce?
So I think one of the really unique things about our program is it's not just a financial benefit to students. A lot of people focus on that piece of it, but I think the more valuable piece of it is the wraparound services that we provide. Because we are a local program and we're a smaller program, we really get to know all of our students. We know what their specific program that they're doing. We know what their career goals are, but we also know things about their personal life. We can tell when they walk into the building if they're having an off day and check in with them. Hey, what's going on? We're checking their grades. If there's any life barriers, we're helping them navigate those and helping them find resources. So it's more of a case management model and helping them navigate life in general, it's not just academically about those classes, which I think is really, really important in that age range, because I don't know about you guys, but when I was 18 years old and I was transitioning into the college experience, I really had no idea what I was doing or what I wanted to do, and that's a really huge transition time. And so for me, especially as a parent, it would bring me comfort to know that my kids had another trusted adult looking out for them, and helping them kind of navigate that time and helping them figure things out and kind of get connected on their career path, even if they change that several different times in the process, which is a really common thing that happens, that they have a trusted adult here locally that's helping them navigate that. Whereas, sometimes when students go off to larger universities, they may not have someone working directly one-on-one with them that would be able to help them navigate those things.
And I think that is so important. I was actually at the Chamber Day at the State House this week, and Dr. Jenner from the Department of Education was talking about how, between the private and public colleges, there's 6,000 different degree pathways, which is crazy that, we expect an 18-year-old to figure out what they're going to do with the rest of their life from that many choices.
Yeah, good news, there's that many choices.
Right.
Bad news, there's that many choices.
Yes. I had no idea at that age.
And there's no one path.
Here? No.
Yeah.
It's like me trying to find a paint color for my kid. I could stand there all day. I'm not going to get anywhere.
Just pick one. I don't know.
There you go. So what partnerships have been established to enhance the success of Advantage Shelby County?
So one huge piece of the program, like I said, is that our students do service hours, which I think is really unique to our program. It really gets students ingrained in our community, and I think instills a sense of service to the community, but also starts to build some of those employability skills, because they are doing things to help different organizations and businesses in the community, and kind of seeing how those organizations run and learning some of those skills. We have students that actually get employed from their service hours, and so that's a really great opportunity for them, and an opportunity for them to have references for their resumes, things like that. So the service hours are a huge component of that. We also have some partnerships with local industries where some of our students will do paid internships. Specifically right now we have 2 students who are doing an internship at Braesway, so that's been a really great partnership as well. And in addition to that, one push that I've really had this year is trying to get students connected to even doing job shadowing or going and interviewing someone who's in their desired career field. And so hopefully possibly to get their foot in the door, but even just to gather the information, because my big thing is it all sounds fine and great, but if you don't know what that career field actually looks like or what day-to-day is going to look like, then how do you know you actually want to do that?
Right.
And I don't want them to get fully through their degree and spend all of that time and energy pursuing that degree and then realize that is not the career field for them. And so we're trying to build up those partnerships as much as possible. We also do, at the beginning of the school year, every school year, we do a leadership day where we have a college and career fair. So students have the opportunity to network with potential colleges that they may be transferring to. Some of our students do transfer to 4-year schools after they finish with us their 2-year degree, but we also have employers there, so they begin to build connections with potential employers for them in the Shelby County community. And also through that process, they're working on interview skills, because they're going and they're talking and they're asking questions and they're kind of selling themselves to those potential employers as well.
You mentioned that some of them do go on to 4-year programs. Do you help bridge that gap? Because again, after 2 years, you still may not know what you want to do. Do you help them transition to that 4-year?
Yes, absolutely. So depending on what their goal is, like you said, we do still have some students who aren't fully sure, and so we make sure that we are connecting them with a transfer advisor as they're making that transition over. And as they are pursuing their associate's degree, we have some students who are doing an associate's in general studies, so that they may not be fully sure at all what they want to do, and so they're doing some of those general elective classes. And so we are advising them in a way that they're taking classes that are going to transfer. So we spend a lot of time doing what's called reverse advising. So we are looking at the potential school that they're wanting to transfer to, and we're making sure that we're putting them in classes that are going to count to a degree regardless of what it is at that 4-year school. So not only are we doing that, but we're also trying to connect them with those contacts at the schools that they're interested in. And it may be a few different schools. I always encourage my students, even if they have a plan A of this is the school I want to transfer to, go ahead and apply to plan B, C, and D. See what they have to offer, see what programs are available, what kind of scholarships you might be able to get, because you may end up figuring out that this other school that you hadn't considered is actually a better option for you. So we're absolutely helping with that transition as well.
Lots and lots of moving pieces.
Yes.
Are there any success stories or notable achievements from students who've participated that you'd like to share?
I think one of the biggest successes that we've really seen and can see locally with our program is our partnership with St. Francis and the Shelbyville Fire Department. So we started that partnership because the Shelbyville Fire Department said that they had an increased need for paramedics. And so we actually, our students who are pursuing the paramedic degree actually leave Ivy Tech and they do the paramedic program through St. Francis and then come and crosswalk back that license back into Ivy Tech to complete their degree at Ivy Tech. And so we've had a lot of really high quality paramedic students that have come out of that program. We've had Brandon Ross, who actually won Paramedic of the Year, who came out of that program, and most recently Levi Milligan, who was just recently hired on full-time with Shelbyville Fire Department. If I could say the most successful program that I've seen, I would say that is probably it, because we're just seeing really high quality employees coming out of that program and who are really ingrained in the community and who have the spirit of volunteerism and service to community. Roman Scott is one who recently also, I think, got a position as community educator with the Shelbyville Fire Department. So it's just really awesome to see those things happen and how those students continue to serve their community beyond just their paramedic duties.
Perfect. We've talked some about the kind of the wraparound services, but you guys also have the Ivy Plus Career Link. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Ivy Plus Career Link actually kind of has a dual purpose at our institution. It is serving students individually to help coach them, help them with resumes, help them find jobs. But we also have a talent management team that is working with local employers to help connect them with leadership training, non-credit opportunities. We have an AYD Achieve Your Degree program that's helping students remove that financial barrier. They can come and take classes while their employer covers that. And so there's some really cool partnerships out there, just that we're all working together to help the workforce and students.
And that's something that's available to alumni too, is that correct?
Yes, so that never goes away. So you will always have access to your Hire Ivy, which is companies that are wanting to employ just Ivy Tech graduates. You can come back and get resume help, but that service does not leave once you graduate Ivy Tech.
Is there anything else that you ladies would like to share before we wrap up?
No, I think we're getting ready to start classes in March, so if there's anyone out there that wants to go back to school, there's still time to take care of that. You can just go to the Ivy Tech website and hit apply and find someone and tell them about Advantage and see if you can help us spread that word too.
Before we share your contact info, I also want to give a shout out to Ivy Tech because you guys are now facilitating our Leadership Shelby County as well. So that leadership aspect of every one of our days Ivy Tech is doing, and it's been a great partnership.
Yeah,
so
it's really exciting.
Yeah. So if you want to share your contact info, Amber, how to get a hold of you for Advantage Shelby County?
Yeah, so I think the easiest way to find our website is just to Google Advantage Shelby County rather than telling you the long website. Right. It's the first one that pops up on the Ivy Tech page under Advantage Shelby County. We also have social media if you search for Advantage Shelby County on Facebook or Instagram. And then you can also always email me. My email is knopp, KNOPP2 @ivytech.edu.
And Megan?
Yeah, so feel free to reach out to me as well. My email is mdavis874@ivytech.edu.
Well, thank you both for being on air this morning.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you for
Courtney.
having us.